King Queso, man. Well, first of all, we've got a couple of great names. I'm hitting my mic. Couple of great names in the question department today, but King Queso. I just brewed a fest beer with Imperial Global. Shout out Imperial. I mean, that was my go-to when I was at Cartridge, baby. When I was at Cartucho, you know. You should have me in and do a lab behind the scenes. I mean, come on. And then sponsor me. I'm having a strong sulfur smell when I sample the beer. It is currently 2 weeks old and has already had a diacetyl test. I fermented under pressure in a keg, so I think this trapped the sulfur. My current plan is to purge the headspace several times a day for 3 days until the smell goes away. I am unsure if this is a good idea or not. This video, which is referencing the video that I did with Richard Priest from Escarpment, this video suggests that maybe the sulfur will dissipate naturally during lagering. I have also had sulfur issues with Hefeweizen strains that I've used. Most people that drink my beer don't notice or mind, but for me, I hate it when I get even the smallest smell of sulfur. So first of all, King Queso, it's like you're reading my diary on multiple levels. Who loves queso? This guy. Okay, dude, give me some organic corn-based chips. I could just shovel it into my mouth. I am pro queso. All right. But another way in which we're twinning here today, King Queso, is I too have had issues with sulfur and Hefeweizen, and sometimes sulfur in my lager. If you go back and listen to that video with Richard Priest, he discusses how ultimately sulfur is an upstream issue. It's going to be something that happens ultimately on the hot side or cold side, depending on how you're getting your nutrient in there. But it is suggestive of an inappropriate nutrient level for your wort, for your yeast, right? And so that's where the excess amounts of sulfur are coming from. Now, note, some people don't recognize it. Some people recognize it really, really well. Some people are really, really keen to sensing that particular thing, as is with all sensory stuff. So, you know, at the point of the process that you're at, you can't obviously address the nutritional stuff that you did on the hot side. But there are some ways that you can scrub. And I would suggest a little bit of patience, since the beer is finished in the keg, of gassing it up and then degassing that headspace. I'm not sure if 3 days will do it or not. Sulfur tends to be pretty what is the word? Volatile. Tends to be pretty volatile. So it is a way that you can get that out of your beer. If the beer is already clear in the keg, you might be able to be burping it from the bottom too, to pop that CO2 up through it, allowing it to go into the headspace, breathing that off, and then pressuring back up again, or doing it again. That's probably at this point going to be your best bet. You can, as we discussed in that podcast as well, maybe try to transfer it into another vessel that may have some sort of copper in line, but you can also be dealing with oxidizing the beverage as a whole when you do things like that. So my suggestion, practically what to do right now, is the best way is to try to strip it out of that keg, as you suggest, and with some of the tips that I mentioned, but also, you know, fixing it downstream. I would look at adjusting your nutrient practices and potentially increasing your nutrient usage, and doing a bit of a deep dive on that. I would suggest that there's great information on Escarpment's website as far as yeast health and things like that. They have a product called Yeast Lightning, and they might have some paperwork up there because I know they believe very much in getting good quality information out to brewers. So I would also suggest you checking that out as well, King Queso. And as always, my friend in cheese, brew on.